well, no, I mean, that's a nice juxtaposition of images, to me, anyway. Just, yeah. No, that's one of the 200-meter sprinters from '68. But Bobby Seale, well, yeah, it's Bobby Seale's salute.
Yeah. But yeah, Obama's a Black Panther.
Really? I dig it. I'm easily impressed.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, I think it's
the organizer.
Well, I mean, there are a couple of. I guess I would try to claim that there are a couple of things going on, whether intentional or not. But I mean, the idea of Barack Obama as a Black Panther is just kind of funny, right? I mean, he's the first Black president. That's crazy. At the same time, it was just funny when they were trying to talk about him palling around with weathermen and so on, because this is not a radical guy. He's a very pragmatic, well, my impression, he's a very pragmatic, very cautious, consensus builder, somebody who, I mean, I think he has leadership talent, but it's not because he's a fire-breathing, Black John Brown. It's because he's smart and he's, he in his very, in his phenotype, he represents or embodies a certain amount of hopes, certain kinds of hopes that we have about the future of this country. But I mean, this is not the the revolution will not be televised kind of guy. This is I don't know unless sorry. No, I was about to swallow my other foot, so go on.
It is an interesting juxtaposition because then you have a salute and then here you have what looks like a potential critique of here's the Obama
No, there's definitely critique going on. In my
this seems to be the only one in which there is critique because in the other one is in the other room. It's mostly idealization and then you have like the Barack Marley in the corner over here and then
I like the Barack Marley actually a lot.
Obama and guns,
it's pretty hilarious.
Same image and all these different kinds of things. And this is the only one in which it seems that there is maybe some nuance about the reality of this situation, or not the reality, but the challenges and the fact that he's not a Black Panther. It's like this weak, huddled Barack Obama saying, change comes from me, and underneath the voice of Chicago.
It's kind of, I need to start, I mean, this is why you blog, just so you can remember the ridiculous predictions you made a few years ago. I can barely remember that I was actually ambivalent about the invasion. I was sort of like, I think there's a case there, but I don't think this is the right timing, or maybe we need to get a little more multilateral. It wasn't like a hell no, we won't go kind of thing.
That's when I was living in London.
And so, likewise, I think it would be fun to sort of record what we think is going to happen in the first 4 years, hopefully at least 4 years of Barack Obama, where I think we're in for a lot of disappointment, Clinton style, but at the same time the guy's a talented politician. We have to figure there are going to be some success, or I would predict there are going to be some successes. And if anything, I think people will continue to remain impressed by his ability to remain cool under fire. But it's going to be tough to be on the left wing of anything at this point because, we're going to get Rick Warren invitation after Rick Warren invitation.
It's not just that. He campaigned on diplomacy and then put a very hawkish person as Secretary of State.
Well, you got to do something about Hillary, right? I mean, I think.
So are you saying that you think it's real
No, I have no idea about that. My dad is the specialist on the, backroom speculation. But I always say, his favorite phrase is, "That's what they want you to believe," But I have said that before.
There are plenty of positions that you could have
I mean, is there anything that anybody who really was with Hillary in their hearts, do you think they'd be happy with anything besides Secretary of State? Given that you couldn't seriously consider her for vice president?
Or Supreme Court Justice.
Hillary Clinton? That just seems weird. I mean, I know there have been some pretty weird selections over the history of our country, but that just seems... I mean, well, let's think about it. The one place, or the one area of policy where the most people feel comfortable about Hillary Clinton is foreign policy, because she has been, or has gone out of her way to be hawkish.
But that's exactly what you campaigned against. So why would you put somebody that represents what you campaigned against and what you built your differences on and you built your on in the position that you held up as promising because you were different?
You got me there. You got me there. All I can say is, strangely enough, this wasn't an issue when he announced the selection. And so far, I mean, the hearings haven't come up, but that doesn't seem to be...
But I was one of those people living in London and holding up placards saying, "Held up, the invaded Jews."
This actually is pretty funny, I think. No, I think. I mean, either you think something's funny or it's not. This is funny to me, is the cigarette out of the dollar bill. Just because of all the ink that's been spilled over, oh, will he quit or won't he? And then you put a dollar bill. I mean, maybe for some people that's a little beating people over the head, but for me, I don't know, I'm not that sophisticated.
Yeah, I think one of the more subtle aspects of its work is the dollar bill. It's the only thing that doesn't have commentary, explicit commentary.
I don't even know what that means, but it's fun.
What? I think Obama is sexy in this.
This actually is better than, I think this is a better Obama than we get in real life. Although I've never seen the guy up close,
Like
so...
a hot street look going on.
He's got the what?
A hot street look, like most staffers.
Like who? Funny thing is, they got the puppet mouth pretty accurately, but he's still...
Let's go eat.
Okay, let's go eat.
What do you like this?